Okay, thank you so much for tuning in into my channel. I really do appreciate it. Again, all I am is going to talk about the latest stock and its growth, and if it's your decision to purchase this stock and just all the information that comes with it. So again, I really do appreciate it, and let's go ahead and get started. So rocket builder ASTRA is to go public via SPAC at $2.1 billion valuation after reaching SPAC last month. So the three topics that I want to talk about is rocket builder ASTRA merging with the special purpose acquisition Holicity to go public in the deal, ASTRA on the list on NASDAQ under the ticker symbol ASTR when SPAC deal closes, which is expected in the second quarter. And the rocket startup in December became the latest private company to reach space after its Rocket 3.2 vehicle launched in Alaska. And as you can see, what I always like to do is just go on Google and type in the ticker symbol. And currently it's at 1650 during live market. And before this announcement, it was hovering around $10.45. And then it shot up to 15, and now as you can see it's 1650. Okay, so we're on the ASTRA website, and as you can see it says hello NASDAQ, ASTRA is going public, which I think that's pretty sweet. That's a cool little announcement. Now let's go ahead and get right to the point. Let's look at the CEO, Chris Kemp. Chris leads the overall company strategy and direction. He previously served as CTO of NASA and founded OpenStack. He partnered with Google and Microsoft and helped create Google Moon, Mars, and worked with White House to develop the cloud computing strategy for U.S. federal government. Founder and CTO Adam London, he founded Ventions and spent the majority of his career investing in miniature rocket technologies and partnered with NASA and DARPA. He has a PhD in aerospace engineering from MIT. I mean, as you can see, you can keep reading from all these chief engineer, chief financial officer. Their backgrounds are incredible. I mean, accounting officer and head of financial at Amazon.com with Kellen Brannon. I mean, it just goes on and on. So it's pretty, substantial knowing that. So with the information, let's go ahead and get started. So San Francisco area startup ASTRA is going to be the next publicly traded space stock, right? So you have Elon Musk, who is doing SpaceX. You have Blue Origin from Jeff Bezos, and he has a lot more time on his hands, right? So now you have this other company that's going public. So ASTRA announced on Squawk Box at CNBC on Monday that is merging with special purpose acquisition Holicity to go public in a deal that values the company at $2.1 billion enterprise value. ASTRA will list on the NASDAQ as ticker symbol ASTR. So they say we are seeing hundreds of companies that want to get from anywhere on Earth to anywhere in space on their schedule, not wait years to get a lot of things to one place. ASTRA CEO Chris Kemp said, so we really are focusing on building a much smaller rocket, produce in much higher volume, launch from a much larger number of locations. So it's currently traded at HOL. The deal is expected to provide ASTRA with up to $500 million in cash proceeds, including $200 million in a PIPE round led by BlackRock. The shares of the Holicity SPAC jumped more than 75% in pre-market trading Tuesday, and as you can see, it's at 1650, and I think it's only going to continue to go up. Right, so with that being said, the rocket startup in December became the latest private company to reach space after its Rocket 3.2 vehicle launched from Kodiak, Alaska. Right, although the rocket came just shy of orbit, Kent told reporters that the mission far exceeded our team's expectation, as raised over $100 million before the SPAC deal from investors including Advance Investment of the family of the late billionaire S.I. Newhouse, ACME Capital, Airbus Ventures, and Salesforce. Okay, so what's exciting about this transaction is the speed with which they are able to bring the company. We just achieved our first orbital capability, according to Kim. This was the fastest way for us to not only raise over $500 million of capital, but also reach public markets. The company's rocket stands up about 40 feet tall, putting it in the category of small launch vehicles, right? So ASTRA's rocket is advertised as capable of carrying up to 100 kilograms to low Earth orbit for as low as $2.5 million for a dedicated launch. ASTRA says it has over 50 launches on its manifest and spanning 10 corporate government customers, including NASA and the Pentagon, with $150 million of booked launch revenue under contract. The company expects to be in commercial service of its rocket business this summer, with monthly launches expected to begin by year-end. ASTRA aims to be launching rockets daily by 2025. I mean, that is massive. That is a massive deal, right? So it's going to be interesting, but as you can see, people are really already diving into this company, and so we'll just see where it goes. Okay, so what's cool, if you actually go on their website, you can actually click on presentation. So it's going to be talking about ASTRA, so it's kind of interesting. So let's kind of see what they're talking about. So it looks like they've been shared on CNBC, Bloomberg, TechCrunch. On CNBC, alongside SpaceX and Rocket Lab, ASTRA represents the third U.S. company begun since the turn of the century to privately develop a satellite launch system and successfully reach space. Bloomberg, it says, going fast in the aerospace business is a rarity, but the U.S. government has made speedy rocket launches something of a national priority, and ASTRA stands as a Department of Defense darling right now. Transaction summary. Business combination between ASTRA and Holicity, a publicly traded SPAC. Holicity is a SPAC with $300 million cash held in trust, 1/3 warrant structure. ASTRA will receive basically $500 million in cash as a result of the transaction. Okay, so here we go. Then you've got Chris Kemp, NASA, OpenStack, right? You've got the government. There's Kelly Brannon with Amazon, CallyX. Craig, you got Clearwire, AT&T Wireless. Randy Russell worked for Bank of America, Merrill Lynch. So it's kind of interesting. It's pretty good information if you want to check out to kind of dive a little deeper yourself. But it's got summary highlights. First pure play public space company, compelling platform strategy, larger growing sales. I mean, this goes on and on. I mean, it's really good. As you can see, the new space age is an inflection point. So 38,000 satellites to be built and launched over 2020 and 2029. So obviously they can help out in that. Let's see what else. Whole bunch of data, platform strategy. I mean, it's got the date, so it's clear and determined what they've been doing and what they're trying to do. I mean, strategy is working as ASTRA achieved commercial launch faster than other companies. ASTRA in 4 years, SpaceX in 3 years faster than SpaceX. 7 years for SpaceX. Virgin Orbit, 13 years. Man, that's pretty significant. So that's pretty good information to see that. So clearly, I mean, they're making a dent in this. I mean, for them to be able to launch that fast, I mean that's something to think about. So look, here's more details about, each individual, the CEO, the director, the founder, and CTO, again, CFO. So they've clearly have demonstrated that they're pretty serious and that they're going to continue just to give more detail and be transparent as possible, which I do appreciate. And so that allows you as the investor to decide if you're willing to, join this company. So with that being said, tell me what you think about this company. Tell me if you're willing to invest in it, and just subscribe. And I really do appreciate you taking the time to listen to this channel. Thanks.